Los Angeles Dodgers fans are experiencing a World Series unlike anything they have seen in recent years, a series that has tested their patience, their optimism, and their faith in a team that has long been considered among the elite in Major League Baseball. The pressure on this team has always been immense, not just because of the talent on the roster, but because of the weight of expectations that come with being a perennial contender. For years, the Dodgers have carried the burden of being the favorite, the team that others aim to topple, and yet they have often navigated that pressure with poise and dominance. Now, standing on the precipice of elimination, trailing 3-2 against the Toronto Blue Jays, that burden has become unmistakably visible. Game 5 at Chavez Ravine was a stark reminder of how quickly momentum can shift, and how even the most accomplished teams can find themselves in precarious positions when key elements of their game fail to click. The Dodgers' offense, which has been their engine for success, has struggled to produce consistent results, leaving fans and analysts alike wondering how such a talented lineup could be stifled in crucial moments. The very nature of postseason baseball means that no lead is ever safe, and yet the Dodgers have been unable to capitalize on the opportunities presented to them. Across the 3 home games, the team left runners stranded repeatedly, a reflection not of bad luck, but of an offense that has failed to find its rhythm against opposing pitching that has been both sharp and opportunistic. Starting pitching has held its own, but the Dodgers lineup, expected to be the backbone of the team, has often been quiet when it mattered most. This has amplified the feeling of urgency as the series shifts back to Toronto, where the team will need to confront not only a skilled opponent, but also the psychological challenge of playing with the threat of elimination looming over every pitch. One of the central issues this postseason has been the inconsistency of the Dodgers hitters. In Game 5, they faced a pitcher who executed with precision and confidence, shutting down scoring opportunities and forcing the Dodgers to confront their offensive limitations. But the struggle has not been limited to a single game. Time and again, throughout this postseason run, the Dodgers' offense has fallen short of expectations, leaving key scoring chances unconverted and placing an undue burden on their pitching staff. Even with top performers like Shohei Ohtani and other elite competitors standing in their way, the Dodgers were expected to find solutions, to manufacture runs, and to maintain their competitive edge. Instead, the series has exposed cracks in a lineup that, while talented, has sometimes appeared hesitant and reactive rather than aggressive and proactive. The result is a situation where the team finds itself needing not only to win, but to do so with urgency, to recapture the form that brought them to the World Series in the first place. Every missed opportunity, every stranded runner, and every inning where the offense fails to produce adds to the narrative of a team that, despite its talent, is being tested in ways that few predicted. Looking back at the history of recent Dodgers teams, it is clear that the organization has rarely found itself in this type of adversity. The last time a team was widely considered the underdog in a playoff series was several years ago, and even then, the Dodgers were able to navigate the challenge with enough resilience to make the contest competitive. This year, however, the combination of a highly skilled Toronto team and a Dodgers lineup that has struggled at key moments has created a series that feels more precarious than any in recent memory. Every game has been a battle of strategy, execution, and mental toughness, with the Blue Jays demonstrating an ability to capitalize on even the smallest mistakes. In such a scenario, the Dodgers are forced to confront not only the talent across from them, but also the psychological reality of needing to respond to adversity under intense scrutiny. Fans watching at home or in the stadium can feel the tension mounting, the awareness that each pitch, each swing, and each defensive play could tip the balance of a series in favor of one team or the other. Offensively, the Dodgers have faced moments that should have sparked rallies, innings that offered the chance to seize momentum, and yet the lineup has been unable to consistently deliver. Game 3, an 18-inning marathon, demonstrated both the potential and the limitations of the Dodgers' approach. Opportunities arose repeatedly, and yet they were unable to convert those chances into sustained pressure on the opposing pitchers. Players who have delivered consistently during the regular season have found themselves in unfamiliar positions, confronting pitching that has neutralized their strengths and exploited weaknesses. The result has been a series of games where the Dodgers were competitive but never quite dominant, never able to establish the rhythm necessary to control the pace and narrative of the contest. The psychological impact of such situations cannot be understated. In high-stakes moments, confidence and execution must align perfectly, and even the smallest lapse can have outsized consequences. As the series moves to Toronto, the stakes could not be higher. The Dodgers must find a way to reignite their offense, to generate runs not only to stay alive, but to regain a sense of control over the series. This is not a situation that can be corrected with a single moment of brilliance. Rather, it requires a sustained response, a collective effort from the lineup to create pressure, to capitalize on scoring opportunities, and to provide the pitching staff with the support it needs to remain competitive. Every player must confront their own challenges. Every at-bat becomes a test of both skill and composure, and every inning carries the weight of potential elimination. For a team accustomed to being in control, this reversal of fortune underscores the volatility of postseason baseball and the thin line that separates success from failure. The Dodgers situation is made all the more challenging by the nature of the games they played at home. Despite being able to score first in some contests, the team has struggled to maintain leads, allowing the Blue Jays to respond with timely hits and strategic execution. The inability to sustain momentum has magnified the pressure, making each subsequent inning more critical and highlighting the importance of consistency and focus. Even star players who are normally reliable in clutch situations have faced difficulties, struggling to produce the decisive plays that could shift the series back in favor of Los Angeles. The pattern of leaving runners on base, failing to deliver in high-leverage situations, and allowing the opposition to seize control has created a sense of urgency that cannot be ignored. Every aspect of a game, from base running to situational hitting, requires precision and focus, and a margin for error is slimmer than ever. Yet, amid these challenges, there remains a sense that the Dodgers are far from being overmatched in terms of talent. The team possesses the depth, skill, and experience necessary to compete at the highest level, and the Blue Jays are formidable opponents, but not insurmountable. The question now is whether the Dodgers can summon the resilience, focus, and execution necessary to overcome adversity and shift the series in their favor. While it would be overly optimistic to expect a sudden offensive explosion, it is not unreasonable to anticipate incremental improvements, strategic adjustments, and timely contributions that could make all the difference. In a series this close, every run, every defensive play, and every strategic decision carries heightened significance. The Dodgers must find ways to put pressure on the opposing pitchers, to generate offense without relying solely on power hitting, and to create scenarios that force the Blue Jays into difficult situations. The narrative of this World Series is being written in real time, inning by inning, and the Dodgers' ability to respond will determine whether they extend the contest or face elimination. Fans are witnessing a team grappling with adversity, balancing talent with the realities of execution under pressure, and confronting the delicate dynamics of postseason baseball. The upcoming games in Toronto will test the Dodgers' resilience, focus, and ability to perform under the weight of expectation. It is a moment that highlights the unpredictability of the sport, the challenges inherent in high-stakes competition, and the importance of consistency and mental toughness. As the Dodgers prepare to face Toronto on their home turf, the stakes have never been higher. Every pitch will carry the weight of the series, and every at-bat will feel like a test of character. The team's offensive struggles have cast a shadow over their performance, making each opportunity to score seem more critical than ever before. The frustration of leaving runners on base, of failing to capitalize on scoring chances, has been palpable, but in postseason baseball, dwelling on what has been lost does little to change the outcome. The focus now must be on execution, precision, and the ability to rise to the occasion under pressure. The Dodgers know they have the talent, the experience, and the depth to compete, yet talent alone does not win games. It is the combination of strategy, timing, and mental toughness that determines which team advances and which team sees its season end abruptly. Game 5 highlighted both the strengths and weaknesses of this Dodgers team. Their pitching staff delivered quality performances, keeping the team within striking distance, yet the offense failed to respond. In many ways, this has been the recurring theme of the series. Opportunities created but not fully seized, moments where momentum could have shifted but instead favored the opposition. The Blue Jays have demonstrated the ability to exploit every gap, every misstep, and every lapse in focus. Their pitching has been sharp, their timing impeccable, and their execution near flawless in high-leverage situations. For Los Angeles, the challenge is not only physical but mental. Every inning presents the potential for pivotal moments, and the team must respond with both skill and composure. One of the key factors in the series has been the role of the Dodgers' star players. Individuals who have carried the team through regular seasons and past playoff runs have faced challenges in finding their rhythm. Situational hitting, base running, and the ability to execute under pressure have all come into play, and in several instances, the Dodgers have fallen short. Yet, it is precisely in these moments that resilience is measured. The ability to adjust, to find solutions, and to perform despite adversity separates the teams that advance from those that are eliminated. The Dodgers lineup has the capacity to deliver these adjustments, but it requires focus, discipline, and a willingness to embrace the high-pressure environment that defines the World Series. While the series has exposed vulnerabilities, it has also revealed opportunities. Incremental improvements in situational hitting, strategic base running, and aggressive yet calculated offensive approaches can tip the scales in favor of Los Angeles. The key lies not in expecting a sudden surge of home runs or dramatic rallies, but in consistently applying pressure, creating scoring opportunities, and forcing the Blue Jays pitchers into challenging positions. Every at-bat becomes a strategic battle. Every decision on the base paths carries heightened significance, and every inning presents the potential to shift momentum. The Dodgers must find ways to convert their opportunities into tangible results, to translate effort into runs, and to provide the pitching staff with the support necessary to maintain competitive positioning. The mental aspect of the game cannot be overstated. Postseason baseball is as much about focus, confidence, and composure as it is about raw talent. The Dodgers have experienced both the exhilaration of dominance and the frustration of missed opportunities, and now they face a scenario where mental toughness will define their path forward. Players must navigate not only the challenges posed by the opposition, but also their own expectations and the pressure of performing on the sport's biggest stage. Every swing of the bat, every decision on the bases, and every defensive play carries the potential to alter the narrative. The ability to stay composed under this pressure, to execute fundamentals with precision, and to capitalize on moments when they arise will be critical to the team's chances of extending the series. Looking forward, the Dodgers have a clear path to remain competitive. They do not need perfection. They need consistency, opportunism, and the ability to make the most of every chance. By putting pressure on the Blue Jays pitchers, by maintaining focus and executing their game plan, and by capitalizing on critical situations, the Dodgers can alter the course of the series. It will require collective effort, mental resilience, and strategic thinking from every player on the roster. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Los Angeles is buzzing this morning as whispers turn into speculation. Gunnar Henderson, one of the most talked about infielders in recent memory, has reportedly landed in the City of Angels. Sources close to the Dodgers hint that this move could shake up the lineup in ways fans have only dreamed of. The mere thought of Henderson patrolling the infield at Dodger Stadium has sparked conversations from the locker room to local sports bars, and the excitement is palpable. Henderson, known for his smooth glove work and powerful bat, has been on the radar of every major league contender, but the Dodgers front office seems to have made a bold statement. While no official announcement has been made yet, insiders suggest that the team is quietly preparing to integrate him into the roster, potentially redefining the infield dynamics. Dodgers enthusiasts are already imagining Henderson cutting across the diamond alongside Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman, creating a defensive and offensive synergy that could be unmatched in the league. The rumor mill doesn't stop at just the defensive upgrades. Talk of Henderson bringing a new level of leadership and energy into the clubhouse has fans speculating about a clubhouse renaissance. With his blend of youthful exuberance and professional polish, Henderson could be exactly what the Dodgers need to push through a grueling season and contend for the postseason. Social media has erupted with posts from fans dissecting possible batting orders and infield combinations, each more optimistic than the last. Of course, skeptics are questioning the timing and cost, wondering if this high-profile arrival will disrupt existing chemistry. But even critics admit that Henderson's skill set is undeniable. Should the rumor prove true, the Dodgers may have just added a game-changing piece to their puzzle, signaling not only ambition but a willingness to shake up the status quo. For now, Los Angeles waits with bated breath, the city humming with anticipation, as one name, Gunnar Henderson, could turn the Dodgers' infield into one of the most feared in baseball. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.